Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Parrot English Podcast, helping you speak like a native. I'm Leo, and here with me today is my amazing co-host, Isa.
Hey, Leo. Hi, everyone. We're super excited you're here with us because today we're diving deep into one of the biggest challenges English learners face: how to make your brain think in English without translating.
That's right. If you ever find yourself thinking in your native language and then translating every sentence before speaking English, you're not alone. This is one of the most common blocks to fluency, and in today's episode, we're going to help you fix it.
We'll share practical, easy-to-follow strategies to help you stop translating and start thinking naturally in English. And trust me, once you do this, you'll notice a huge difference in how fast and confidently you speak.
Thinking in English is like flipping a switch. Once it's on, speaking, listening, writing, it all becomes more natural. And we'll show you exactly how to flip that switch today.
Let's start with the big question. Why does this matter so much? Here's the thing. When you think in your native language and then translate, it slows you down. You lose confidence, you get stuck, and conversations become stressful.
That's because your brain is doing double work. First, it forms the idea in your native language. Then it tries to find the English words to match. That delay causes hesitation. By the time you figure out the right words, the moment may have already passed.
And sometimes, the translation doesn't even make sense. Like, in some languages, people might say, "I have cold," instead of "I'm cold." Direct translation leads to mistakes and unnatural speech.
When you train your brain to think directly in English, you form sentences the same way native speakers do. It's faster, more accurate, and it boosts your confidence.
And not just that, it improves your listening skills. When your brain is in English mode, it processes conversations faster. You recognize phrases instead of translating each word.
Plus, it helps with pronunciation. When you think in English, you start hearing the language in your head the way it sounds naturally. That helps you speak more clearly.
So just to recap, thinking in English helps you speak faster, understand better, feel more confident, and pronounce more naturally. It's a game changer.
But before we talk about how to train your brain, let's look at some common mistakes that hold people back.
Mistake number 1, relying too much on translation. If you always think in your language first, your brain never learns to think in English.
It's like trying to run a race with a backpack full of bricks. You need to take off the weight and let your mind move freely in English.
Mistake number 2, focusing too much on grammar. Grammar is important, but many learners try to make every sentence perfect before they speak. That slows them down and kills the flow.
Native speakers don't think about grammar rules while they talk. They just speak. And yes, they make grammar mistakes too. The goal is to communicate, not to be perfect.
Mistake number 3, fear of making mistakes. Some learners are so afraid of saying something wrong that they don't speak at all.
But mistakes are how we grow. Every time you try, even if it's not perfect, your brain gets stronger. Practice makes progress.
Mistake number 4, not surrounding yourself with English. If you only hear your native language all day, your brain will default to it. You need to feed your brain English every day.
Music, podcasts, YouTube, books, subtitles, anything helps. You have to create your own English world even if you're not living in an English-speaking country.
So let's recap these 4 big mistakes. Translating in your head, overthinking grammar, fear of mistakes, not immersing yourself in English.
Recognizing these is the first step. And now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for. The actual techniques to train your brain to think in English. We've prepared 6 powerful steps that you can start using today. They're simple, practical, and they really work. Let's go.
Step 1, name things around you in English. This is simple but powerful. Right now, look around. Say in your mind, window, door, notebook, phone.
You can also describe what's happening. Instead of just cup, think, "I'm drinking water from my cup." That builds stronger mental connections.
Step 2, talk to yourself in English. Seriously, you're your best speaking partner. Describe what you're doing. I'm cooking pasta. I'm getting ready for work.
Do it out loud or silently, doesn't matter. What matters is consistency. It helps your brain build the habit.
Step 3, use an English to English dictionary. If you see a word like excited, don't translate it. Look it up in English. feeling very happy and eager.
This builds mental definitions in English and helps you stop thinking in your native language.
Step 4. Think in simple sentences first. Don't start with big ideas. Start with things like, I'm tired. It's hot. I want coffee.
Once that feels easy, your brain will naturally start making more complex thoughts.
Step 5. Develop an English inner voice. Ask yourself questions in English. What time is it? What should I eat? Answer them too.
It's like a conversation with yourself. You're building fluency without needing anyone else.
Step 6. Surround yourself with English. Watch Netflix with English subtitles. Listen to podcasts. Change your phone's language. Immerse.
The more English your brain receives, the more natural it becomes to think in it.
Let's recap the 6 steps. Name objects around you. Talk to yourself. Use English dictionaries. Start with simple sentences. Develop an inner voice. Surround yourself with English.
Now let's make this part of your life. It's one thing to understand the techniques, but it's another to build a real habit. That's where the magic happens. We're going to share 5 powerful daily habits that will train your brain to think in English naturally and consistently.
First, start and end your day in English. Right when you wake up, avoid your native language. Instead, describe your plans in English. Today is Monday. I have a meeting at 9. I'll go to the gym in the evening. I need to send 2 emails before lunch. It sets the tone for the whole day.
And at night, do a mental review. What happened today? Say it all in English. I studied English for 30 minutes. I went shopping and bought vegetables. I felt productive. I watched a video about English expressions. Even 2 to 3 minutes of this helps solidify your habit.
Second, set a 30-minute English-only rule. Choose any part of the day, while commuting, cooking, or even walking, and commit to thinking only in English. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. What matters is consistency. The more often you do this, the more your brain gets used to staying in English mode.
It's okay if at first your thoughts are broken or slow. That's normal. Over time, they'll become smoother and faster. Don't judge yourself. Just practice.
Third, talk out loud during tasks. Narrate your life like a documentary. I'm brushing my teeth. Now I'm preparing breakfast. I need to wash the dishes. These are simple sentences, but doing this trains your brain to link actions with English automatically.
You can even pretend you're teaching someone. For example, this is how I make coffee. First, I boil water, then I add the coffee powder. It's fun and super effective.
Fourth, use English in all your routines. That includes your thoughts while showering, driving, walking the dog, or cleaning. Don't let those moments be silent. Use them to practice forming thoughts in English. Describe the weather, what you see, what you're thinking about, or how you feel.
And if you get stuck on a word, great! That's your moment to grow. Try to explain it using words you already know. This builds mental flexibility.
Fifth, write a daily journal in English. 1 paragraph. It can be about your day, your plans, or your feelings. Don't worry about grammar or spelling. Just write.
You can also add goals. Tomorrow, I want to watch an English movie, or even reflections. Today, I was tired, but I'm proud I practiced English. Over time, you'll see your writing get clearer and more natural.
These small, simple exercises, done daily, create long-term transformation. The goal is not perfection. It's practice and progress. The more you think in English, the more natural it becomes.
Of course, you'll face challenges. That's totally normal. Let's talk about how to deal with the most common ones and stay motivated.
Challenge 1. Your brain slips back to your native language. That's okay. It will happen. Just notice it and gently bring your mind back to English. Don't be frustrated. Every time you redirect, you're building strength.
Think of it like training a muscle. You're not failing. You're getting stronger every time you try again.
Challenge 2. You forget words. It happens to everyone, even native speakers. The key is to keep going. Instead of stopping, explain the idea using simple English. Can't remember refrigerator? Say a cold box where I keep food. That's real communication.
This trains your brain to find alternative paths, which improves your fluency in the long run.
Challenge 3. You feel like you're not making progress. That feeling can be discouraging, but trust us, you are improving. The brain needs repetition. You might not see it day by day, but give it a few weeks and you'll feel the difference.
One of the best things you can do is keep a progress log. Record yourself speaking once a week. Write in your journal, then look back after 30 days. You'll be amazed by how far you've come.
Remember, learning a language is not a straight line. It's full of ups and downs. But if you stay consistent, you will succeed.
Fluency doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen for those who don't stop.
So let's bring it all together. Thinking in English isn't just a language technique. It's a mindset. It helps you speak faster, improves your listening skills, boosts your confidence, and even makes your pronunciation better. It's the difference between feeling stuck and feeling free when you communicate.
And when you build small daily habits, talking to yourself, journaling, describing your routines, and challenging yourself to think in English, your brain starts to shift. It becomes automatic. You don't even realize you're doing it anymore. That's the goal, to make English feel natural.
We want to remind you that this journey isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day. Even 5 or 10 minutes of intentional practice can create powerful results over time. Be proud of your progress.
And if you're ever feeling stuck, just remember, every single fluent speaker started where you are now. They didn't wait to feel ready, they practiced anyway. You have that same power.
Now, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, where are you listening from? What was your favorite tip today? Which technique are you going to try first?
And if this episode helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to improve their English too. When you share, you help more learners grow, and you help this community become stronger.
You can also follow us on social media for extra tips and behind-the-scenes content. And if you try any of the strategies we talked about, tag us. We'd love to celebrate your progress with you.
Thanks so much for being with us today on the Parrot English Podcast. Keep practicing, stay patient, and remember, fluency doesn't come from perfection. It comes from consistency.
We believe in you. You're not just learning English, you're becoming a confident, fluent speaker.
We'll see you in the next episode. Until then, happy learning and keep speaking English every single day.